Start with the M's. They beat the Reds last night 8-0. Cal Raleigh with the big blow, a grand slam in the 7th inning. And I love the fact that Reds manager Terry Francona chose to walk Dom Canzone to get to Cal with the bases loaded. He opted for a guy hitting 163 rather than one who's hitting 261. It's tough to argue that logic, Bill, but it just backfired on Terry.
Well, you got somebody's attention that, oh, by the way, hit 60 homers last year. And it did get his attention, and nothing better than to take some situation like that and really make it pay off like Cal did, really make the Reds pay, blow the game open, a really big moment for him. And, yeah, I understand where Francona's coming from. Canzone has hit good against left-handed pitching. There was more to the argument. With second and third, he has the opportunity to put Canzone, who's got better numbers, guess left on left, but you load the bases, you can play double play depth, and felt like, worst they could get something soft and get him to roll over or something on that being Raleigh. So, but it backfired. Even the great managers make mistakes, and Terry Francona had to wear that one in restless night last night, I'm sure.
Yeah.
As a former professional athlete, I said it to my wife when he stepped up. I said, he looks pissed. He looks mad. And he wouldn't say that necessarily in the postgame, Bill, but you could tell. Like, you're going to disrespect me? Yeah. I'm going to do everything I can right now.
That's right. That's right. It's a moment. It's a moment where you have a chance to really pay somebody back who's not giving you the due that you deserve. Because, you can talk all you want about numbers, but we're still talking about a guy that was really the MVP last year. And you're saying, hey, you're not good enough. We're going to go, instead of left on left, we're going to choose you, Cal. What a great moment for him. And hopefully it's the impetus for more and bigger things to come for him.
Yeah, for sure. And that was, by the way, Cal Raleigh's 163rd career home run, tying him with Nelson Cruz for 6th most home runs in Mariners history. It was also his first home run since July 4th, just his 3rd since he has returned. After the game, Cal talked about the big moment, but he was more excited to talk about the effort and energy he is seeing right now from the entire team.
I feel like this group's in a good spot right now. I feel like the last 3 games, the energy has definitely been up. Hustling, doing the little things. I saw tonight a couple plays where, and even the other day, guys fumble ball, running hard down the line, playing with energy in the field, and I know that's what we're capable of, and I think the game will reward you when you're playing it the right way. And like I said, they've been very, very good, very positive, and lots of energy in the dugout, and you can feel it. I feel really good about where we're heading.
They should feel really good about where they're heading. At least for the moment, they are back on top in the AL West, which is going to be competitive all the way through September for sure. And when we talk about the Mariners, they finish up with the Reds. Then they've got a series against the Texas Rangers next, so that will be interesting. But Cal wanted to talk team there. Let's talk Cal with you, Bill. How important is it for him to get rolling?
It is really important for him to get rolling. You could tell how fired up the club was. I mean, a collective roar went through that dugout. They love this guy because he is such high character. He's all about everything but himself. So to have that great feeling in the dugout when he came in after Grand Slam, I'm sure that was a huge lift for him. Yes, he's really important. I think we have to sort of measure exactly what you should expect from him. Is he going to go out and hit 300 the second half? Probably not. But what he needs to do is be a big RBI guy. He got 5 last night. Be a slugger. Start to create some fear in the lineup. That will allow him to get more walks, and it'll get more people on base, and better things will happen around him if he can just start to be a presence at the plate. And last night is a good example of being a presence. So he's not a guy, like I said, that's going to hit 300, but if he can slug a little bit, create some fear, get some walks, create some traffic, and get some damage at the right moments, and then just do what he does, which is lead the team, catch every day, play hurt, make all the plays behind the plate, call the game with really, really smart, very smartly. That's what this guy really delivers on a daily basis.
You mentioned the word traffic, Bill. I want to get into that. Cal Raleigh in his presser last night also threw out the word energy. Before we switch to talk pitching, I want to talk about Victor Robles, somebody that provides a lot of energy on this team. 4 hits last night, made a great play in right field, threw it home. They got the double play. Getting Victor Robles back as well, very key for this team.
Yeah, they've really been dying for somebody from the right-hand side to deliver for them, and he's a plus defender in the outfield. As he showed last night when he threw out Arroyo, who shouldn't have gone. Threw him out. But he got 4 hits. Robles is
Does he
a
get
guy
credit for that? I mean, the guy should have never gone.
No, that was a rookie mistake for sure. And you got the middle of the order coming up. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's just not smart. But Robles is a guy that, as you said, can make things happen. He stole the base that ended up getting him a run, their first run, because he ended up over at third on a throwing error, and then Rodriguez gets the infield hit. So he does a lot of things. Hopefully, the Reds will continue to throw him off-speed pitches because he's up the middle the other way and staying on the breaking ball. Don't change anything, Terry. Stay with the same plan.
I like that.
Let's switch to pitching. George Kirby threw 6 scoreless last night, allowed 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Kirby has now thrown 6 straight quality starts. Bill, what are you seeing from Kirby? Does it seem like he's getting a little bit better, a little bit more comfortable?
Yeah, I think he's great in my estimation. He's so solid, such a great strike thrower, tall guy with good stuff. But the thing that's different is he's gone back to throwing more 4-seam fastballs. 5 of the 6 strikeouts were fastballs at the top line. That's where he was great in the past. Last year, coming back off the arm injury with a little flattened arm angle, he was trying to sink the ball. He's ditched the split. He's throwing his changeup. Not many last night because there was very few left-handers. And throwing, I call it a big slider, but they call it a sweeper. He's just throwing 1 breaking ball, just throwing the 1 changeup, and more 4-seam fastballs to finish people, and that's where I think he's added to his game, and he's going to get a few more strikeouts and be, I think, the guy that he can really be at the top of the league as one of those elite starters.
That's why we love Bill on this show, because that's exactly what George Kirby was talking about last night. Kirby has now thrown a quality start in 12 of his 19 starts this year. His 6-game streak, by the way, of quality starts, 3rd longest in his career. After the game, Kirby talked about what he's been doing to help him on the mound.
I think it's a combination of a lot of things. I feel like my OOs have been a little bit better. I've been getting ahead a little better. I've been getting a little quicker outs recently, some pop-ups, ground outs, whatever it is. And I think maybe my fastballs are playing a little bit better up in the zone, getting more swings and misses like I want. So, yeah. But yeah, I think it all starts with just getting ahead. And, then in that point, the counts much more in my favor if I can get ahead all the time. So I think that's been good.
And quickly, real quick, guys, like just Paul said, what Bill just said, he gets ahead of counts, and he came up with that 4-seam and got some big strikeouts high on those guys,
Yeah, and that's the art of early George Kirby, is he was top line with that big fastball and has the complement with the 2-seamer. That is this new style of the game. It's 2-seamer and 4-seamer. The great pitchers are doing it. He's got the capability of doing it. He was staying down, getting some ground balls, but getting a lot of balls that were going through and eliminating pitches. Everybody thinks that having 5, 6, 7 pitches is good. Oral Hersher, I should just say, if you can get 1 over the plate, you can compete. If you can get 2 over the plate, you can win. If you get 3 over the plate, you can dominate. So the idea that you need more pitches is ridiculous.
Oral Hersher.
Slider, the 2 fastballs, and the changeup. Plenty for George Kirby. He's got a great arm, great stuff.
Yeah, one of the best ever to bring up there, Oral Hershiser. Nice job, former Bowling Green Falcon. We should throw out there. Kirby actually challenged a pitch last night, and he lost. Now, we haven't seen the Mariners pitchers challenge much this season. Kirby and Bizzardo are the only 2, and Kirby is 1-2 with his challenges. And just to give you an idea of the amount of challenges this season, catchers and batters have combined for nearly 6,000 challenges this season. Pitchers, 113. Bill, your thoughts on this? And would you challenge a pitch and just let the catcher take it?
I think you really need to see the results and realize that what you're seeing is where the catcher is actually framing the pitch. So you're not getting the better look. The catcher knows whether it's a strike or not. He's the guy you need to lean on in that respect. I don't necessarily love the pitch calm and just nodding every time and going and going and going. I know there's a clock. I like to own that part of it, but I think on the challenges, catcher. Let the catcher do it. And we have two really good ones in Raleigh and Garver. Garver's almost a savant at really picking those pitches right off the edges.
Everybody's going to be talking with the trading deadline coming up. Do the Mariners need to make a move? We're going to get into that on this show. But Jerry Dipoto has said it many times. If we can just get the players we have to do their job, we'll be fine. One of those, Brendan Donovan, we do have an update for you on this show. The Everett Aqua Sox have announced this morning that Brendan Donovan is scheduled to make a rehab appearance tonight in Everett. So if you want to watch him, you can head to Everett tonight. Aqua Sox will face off against the Eugene Emeralds. First pitch is 7:05. And Bill, that leads me to you as, yes, there are a lot of people throwing out, we got to pick up this guy, we need a bat here. How key will it be just to have Brendan Donovan back in the lineup?
That's a great deadline acquisition. It's going to be pretty close when he returns. So here's a bat-to-ball guy that really fits in well with this team. He's also a guy that has that energy that you keep hearing over and over again because he makes things happen. He gets his uniform derby. He plays with, fire. And I think it's good to have a guy like that on your team. And he's got a resume. So he hit before he got hurt. He's going to come up and he's going to be a 270, 280, 285 hitter, spray the ball around, hit some doubles, and move around the field, which will be a nice compliment to give guys days off. And he's going to be a great fit once he's ready to return.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see just how quickly he gets back in a groove at the plate because we know the timing is a big part of these guys when they come back from rehab.